Hi, my name is Melanie Escobar, and in this video I'll be going over postfix to infix, evaluating postfix expressions, and doing infix to postfix. First, I'm going to start with postfix to infix, where I want to turn this expression into an infix expression. There are two rules when we do postfix to infix. The first rule is if we have an operand, as you see here, this is an operand, we are going to just push it into the stack. If we have an operator, we're going to grab the top of the stack, and then what's after, we're going to pop, and then we're going to grab now the top of the stack. So two items, and we're going to perform whatever the operator does. Okay, let's get started. The first value in this string is an operand, so I'm going to push the operand into the stack. So our top will be 4. Then our next value, our next character really, is 2. This is an operand, so I'm going to push it into the stack. So now our top is 2. Then we see that we have an operator. So this operator, what's going to happen is we are going to pop these two from the stack, and because our operator is multiplication, we will multiply them. But the way we write this is we'll just do the second operand times the first operand, which is the top. So operator 2 is 4 times operator, the top, is 2. And you're going to put them in parentheses. So now the top of the stack is parentheses 4 times 2. Then we want to include an operand 7. So 4 times 2, 7. The top is now 7. Then 3. So then 4 times 2, 7, and 3. Our top is now 3. Now we have an operator, division. So now we are going to pop these two and get, this is the second one, this is the first one. So get our second one divisible by, we're dividing it by 3, and we're going to put them in parentheses. So now our top is 7 divisible by 3 in parentheses. We see that we have another operator. So we're going to take our second one, so 4 times 2, and then our operator is a plus sign, plus the first one, so 7 divisible by 3. So now the top is 4 times 2 plus 7 times 3, all of that in parentheses. Then we include an operand, 5, top of the stack is 5, and then an operator of a minus sign. So this is the second one, so we're going to do 4 times 2 plus 7 divisible by 3 minus the first one, so 5. So now this is at the top of the stack. And this will be our infix expression. So how would we code this? Well, here we're going to include our stack library, and then here in main, I'm just going to print out the string that's postfix. And so here we have our postfix to infix function, where we are going to create a stack that is of type string called s, and we're going to loop through the string. So for in I equals 0, I up to postfix dot length I plus plus. And so we're going to have the two cases we mentioned. So the first case, case 1, if the character is an operand. And then we're going to have the second case, where if the character is an operator. So, because we're only dealing with digits right now, we're just going to say if this character is a digit, postfix at I, we are going to push it into the stack. So this will get our character. Then case 2, where we need to know what the second one and the first one is. So we're going to extract that from the top, as you see here, because we get our tops. So so string, the first one, we're gonna get it from the top, and then we're gonna pop it because we don't need it anymore. So and we need to get our second one. So s dot pop. And then I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. So this is the second one, and it will be the top, and we'll pop it. So then we will concatenate. And this is what we're going to push. So you see this is what is being pushed. So s dot push. And we're going to push first. We're going to concatenate the parentheses that we will add. Plus, as we mentioned, it was the second one first and then the first one. So op2 plus our character. So postfix at I plus op1 plus our last parentheses. And then at the end, we want to return the top. So this is what we're returning, the final value. So we're going to return the top. Top. Let's run this, see if this works. So here you see, this is the same thing we got when we traced it. So now we're going to evaluate postfix expressions. This is just essentially what we did over here. However, instead of writing this, we're actually just going to multiply it, or here where we divide it, or here where we add it. So we're actually going to apply that. So let's start. So first, our first rule, if it's an operand, we're going to push it into the stack. So 4 goes into the stack. Again, 2, so we're going to push 2 into the stack. Then we have an operator. So here, we're actually going to multiply 4, because it's the second one, and 2, because it's the first one. So 4 times 2, that's 8. And then here we want to push 7 into the stack, so 8, 7. And then we want to push 3, so 8, 7, 3. And then we want to apply division on the top, and the next top when we pop 3. So we're going to take the second one and the first one. So 7 divisible by 3. And we're only going to take the floor of that. So that will be 2.33 or something like that, where we will just put 2. Then we're going to do addition. So it will be these two, we'll pop these two, and we'll do this one and then this one. So 8 plus 2, that's 10. And then we're going to push 5 into the stack, so 10, 5. And we're going to subtract. So that's 10 minus 5, and that's 5. So this postfix expression evaluates to 5. Okay, so now how would we code this? Well, first, this is just really similar to postfix to infix, but I'm going to evaluate. So I'm going to change this to eval postfix. And I want to print the value. And so, yeah, we're still going to have a string called postfix. And instead of a stack of strings, we're going to have a stack of integer values. And we're still going to loop through each character of the string. And so if it's a digit, yeah, we'll push it, but we're not going to push it as a substring. We're going to push it as an integer value. So I'm going to change this to I, and this translates to integer. And then, yeah, I'm going to have the case where if it's an operator, this is going to stay the same. However, we're not going to concatenate. What we're going to do is we're going to have cases, so switch postfix at I, where if the operator is a multiplication symbol, we are going to push operator 2 multiplied by operator 1, and then we're going to break. So I'll have the 3 other cases where it's a division, addition, subtraction, and then we will still return our top. So let's run this and see what happens. So there's an issue. Let's find it. So yeah, so we do not want a string. We actually want an integer. So int. And I forgot. Yeah, we do not want to return a string. We want to return an integer value. So it evaluates to 5. Now let's do infix to postfix. There are a couple rules. First, we have low and high priorities. So the plus and the minus sign, they are low priority. The multiplication and division, they are high priority. And the exponent has the highest priority. So how do we take care of priorities? Let's say this plus sign is our incoming into the stack. Well, let's say the top of the stack is this multiplication. Well, here it says the incoming cannot be lower than what's in the top of the stack. So we cannot include a plus after this multiplication. Also, let's say incoming is this plus sign. Well, in the top of the stack cannot be a minus sign because they have the same priority. So let's get started. So this is our infix expression. So the first thing that's coming into the stack is this opening parentheses. So now this is the top of the stack. Then we have this operand. So the operand will be added into a string called postfix. So A will go here. And then now we have this operator. So we're going to push it into the stack. And then we have this operand. So we're going to add it to our string. So A, B. And then here we have this operator. So we're going to add it. So open parentheses, plus, and then division. So we see that this plus has a lower priority and this one has a higher priority. So this is okay. Then we're going to have this operand. So we're going to add it to our string. So A, B, C. Then we have this multiplication. So we're going to add it to check. So we're going to have this is our stack. This is the top of the stack, and let's check. So we see that this one and this one, they have the same priorities. Because from what we saw, they have the exact same priority. So we cannot, from this row over here, we cannot have the same priority. So what I'm going to do is we are going to pop the top of the stack and we're going to put it into our string. So now it's going to be A, B, C, and then this division symbol. And so now our stack is this. So then we're going to add an opening parentheses. So that's okay. Then we're going to add an operand. So A, B, C. We're going to add it to our string. Then we're going to add this plus sign. So that's okay. And this operand, so it's going to be A, B, C, D, E. Then we're going to add this closing parentheses. So with this closing parentheses, from this rule over here, where it says if we have this closing parentheses, we're going to get what's inside the parentheses, and we're going to put it into our string, and so we're going to pop until we get to our opening parentheses from the stack. So all of this will be popped from the stack, and what's inside will be placed into our string. So this is going to be A, B, C, D, E, plus. So now this is going to be like that. So then here we have this minus sign that's incoming. We see that the multiplication has a higher priority than our incoming, which is low. So this is not possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the top of the stack and put it into our string. So this is going to be A, B, C, D, E, plus, star. So now this is this. We see that these have the same priority because now this is the top of the stack. So we're going to pop this. So now it's going to be A, B, C, D, E, plus. So now our stack is opening parentheses and minus. Then we're going to add an operand, so it's going to be A, B, C, D, E. And so this is still that. And then we're going to add closing parentheses. So again, just like this rule over here, we are going to put this over there and pop until we reach this opening parentheses. So this will be A, B, C, D, E, F, minus. So this is our postfix expression. So how do we write the code for this? Well, here we have a function called infix to postfix, where we will be returning a string called postfix, and our parameter is a string called infix, where this is what we'll be editing to postfix. We're going to have a stack of characters, and we're going to traverse through this infix string, and we're going to apply what we did over here. So for the first case, if the character is an operand, so we're going to say if it's a digit, or put infix at I, or we're going to say is alpha. Right, put it in the wrong spot. So this goes outside. There you go. So we are going to add it to our string. So postfix infix at I. Then we're going to have this case 2, where if our incoming is an opening parentheses. So like this case right here. So case is so we're going to say else if infix I is equal to this. Yeah. We are going to push into the stack like we saw, so s dot push. Then we're going to have this other case 3, where if it's a closing parentheses. So over here, we will need a loop because there could be multiple things in until we reach our opening parentheses. So if else if infix I we're going to need a loop, so while our top, I stop top, does not equal this opening parentheses, we are going to add it to the string. So postfix s dot top. And then we're going to pop it, so s dot pop. And then after that, after this loop, we reach our opening, we're going to pop our opening, so s dot pop the opening parentheses. So that's case 3. Then we have case 4. This is where, if it's an operator, if operator. So if the stack is not empty and the top priority is greater or equal to the incoming priority, this is not good. So while the stack is not empty and our priority, so we're going to have another function called priority for the, and this is the parameter will be our character, our operator character. And if it has a higher priority, or it has the same priority, then our top, our incoming, so infix. What we're going to do is we're going to add it to the string, so postfix. And then we're going to pop it, so s dot pop. And then so let's say that the top priority is less than our incoming priority. So this is good. Or after this while loop ends, we're gonna push our incoming character, this infix character, to the stack. So we're gonna s dot push infix. Okay, so then we're gonna have another while loop after this. After we're done traversing the string, where if the stack is not empty, so like we're gonna add the operators to this postfix string, and then we're gonna pop them from the stack. So while s is not empty, we're gonna add it to the postfix, and then we're gonna pop to leave our stack empty. And then we're gonna return our postfix expression. So we need to build our priority. So for this function, we're gonna return an integer value. That's gonna be the priority, so priority. So our parameter will be a character, just call it C. And so we're gonna have a switch. It's a switch. Where the first case is if it's an exponent. So that one has the highest priority. So we will return 3. Then we're gonna have the case for a multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. So multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So this will be 2 and 2 because they have the same priority and are lower than this exponent, and then this one will be 1 and 1 because they have the lowest priority and the same priority. And then if all fails, we'll just return 0. So this will be like an error of some sort. But yeah, so this is infix to postfix with the priority. So we're going to compare the priorities, and let's see how this works. So we have errors, use of postfix. Oh right, I forgot, we did not declare postfix. So we need a string called postfix, string postfix. And so we need this while loop. I did not complete it. Okay, and I also forgot to add this into the conditional. My bad. So this is else. This while loop goes into this else. So here you see that this infix turns this into postfix, this infix turns this into postfix. And yeah, this is exactly what we got. And that's it. Thank you for watching.